Hello again, Struck Quap. Welcome back to another evening, or it could be day where you are of streaming. Torchlight 3. I've just uploaded my next build, the Flaming Destroyer basic attack build, which I've decided to name Swashing Flames. So, to those of you interested, it's already up on struckquap.xyz, as well as on my YouTube channel. I will play a few maps with this build and then change it to something else. I've not done any other Flaming Destroyer setups on the Curse Captain yet. On all the other relics I've tested at least 2-3 different setups. On this one I've only tested that setup, and I wanna finally change it. So let's just do a few maps. Maybe some Fazir, maybe some. Actually, I said that today. I mentioned last night that today will be a day for farming Gearwalkie maps. So let's do that. Let's farm some Gearwalkie maps. So I'm gonna do those two Gearwalkie maps, then switch the build up. I wanna do a Sword Smash build for those who love Sword Smash, and then I wanna do a Blazing Pillar build for those who love Blazing Pillar. I'm probably gonna do Blazing Pillar first, and then do the Mayhem setup. But yeah, this build's pretty fun. The unexpectedly good build when it comes to basic attacks. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. 58% goblins killed. I still need 5 flasks and 2 wagons. I started dropping the flasks. I'll probably clear the map fully. I don't want to enter the portal right away. Even though it's only 25% Gearwalkie, it's still a Gearwalkie map, so... And it's still with goblins, which is great density. Okay, nice. Right, let's keep going. I'm not gonna pick up the purple item yet. Not yet. Ideally it's gonna drop more of those purple flasks and I would be able to pick it up later when I want the portal. I just want to clear the whole map from goblins. But yeah, today my stream's a little a little late, but at least I did the text version. Oh no! At least the text version and the video version of the build are ready. Both of them are ready, which is the good thing. Let's see. This one's bad. This one's much better, for example. I might try playing with that one for a bit, because the extra crit damage. And Kuviticus is back, says, hey, your one burn bot frac about Forge build guide is a bit wrong. What exactly is wrong there? You have an extra skill point where it doesn't exist in the level up guide portion. Oh, okay, thanks for noticing. There have been a few of those cases in the level up guide where something is not right. Let me go and check it quickly, just a moment. I'm gonna check it. Burn bot fracka, what you say? Let's see. Okay. That's 2 points, 3 points. Then there's 6 points at level 5, which is okay. Then 6, 7. You're saying this level 4. You say to spend 3 points from level 4 and 5, but there are only 2 points. No, there are 3 points. At level 5 you get 2 points. At level 5 you get 2 points. At level 10 you get 2 points. At level 15 you get 2 points. So you're saving the point at level 4, which leaves you with 1 point, and then you get level 5, which gives you 2 points, and then you have 3 points for ramming robot. Between level 5 and I think 50 or 55 you get, I think between 5 and 50 you get extra point for every 5 levels for a total of 10 points. That's why you have 70 points, not 60. If you're 1 point off, if you're level 18, you should have 1, 2, 3. You should have 21 points at level 18. If you don't have 21 points at level 18, then something's wrong with the game. Because at level 5, 10, and 15, you should have received 2 points. I mean, I can check where the mistake could be. It's probably not here. It's probably elsewhere. So here we're at 6 points. Then at level 6 we're getting rapid strike 1, 2. Must respect the point from rapid fire. This still adds up. This is it. This is the thing. This was the thing. It's at level 7, 8, 9, but it was actually levels 8, 9. Oh, thanks for bringing this to my attention. I'll update that build now, and I'm gonna copy paste this and update the video as well. Just a moment. All right. Well, thanks for bringing this. We figured out where the mistake is, and now it's updated and it's proper. Okay, back to farming. And Shohei is back. Welcome back, Shohei. Nice to see you again. Yeah, it was just I didn't notice. I mean, mistakes can happen, especially if you're tired. And most of the times when I write those text guides, I'm pretty tired because I've been editing and doing other stuff all day. Recording, editing, and so on. Usually the guides are the last thing I write. Today as well, the guide was the last thing I wrote from the build, the text guides. I first make the video, then the text guide after that. Won't be surprised if there's more of those mistakes. So far there's been a few of those things that people have helped me find. Few of those. Oh, Glacier's Edge, and maybe it's gonna be better than the one from yesterday. Maybe. And not so bad. Better than the one from yesterday, but the damage is still shit. But bonus damage to basic attacks makes it a great item. 74% bonus damage to basic attacks. This on a Blood Drinker sword build would work nicely. And there's 3 points to Cloak of 2 points to Cloak of Flames and 3 points to Wraith Walk. Basically, I can shave off 3 points off of Wraith Walk and put them elsewhere, and my Cloak of Flames or whatever aura would be, in this case it would be probably Blood Drinker, so Heartseeker would be with 2 levels higher, which is pretty solid. That's not a bad find for a bad rolled one with bad damage. On a basic attack sword and board build it could work nicely. How come with AoE ticking damage, especially... Wait. With AoE ticking damage, especially Forge Whirlwind, I see boxes spewing out tons of money and items. Well, I think it's just a coincidence. I mean, regardless of what type of damage, if I hit boxes, they spew a lot of stuff. I doubt whether it's AoE or not, it has any change depending on... See, this box again spewed a lot of gold, and it kept spewing after I left as well. I mean, visually it seems like a lot, actually it's not that much. Also, it all depends on your gold find. I normally don't use gold find because I think it's a waste. Well, wait, boxes that don't exist? That seems weird. Most likely you're getting the same bug I was getting online, the invisible monsters. If you stay there, do you see any monsters other than the boxes that you're not seeing? And are they doing damage to you? Because it could be just invisible monsters from desynchronization, where the game is not loading the monster models, but the monsters do exist and can damage you. I was getting the same problems online. That whole desynchronization. Okay, I need to get rid of some stuff. But yeah, that Glacier's Edge I found is not terrible. Oh, you're playing on offline. Well, that's strange. It must be either a new bug that I've never tested, because I haven't played on the other classes much during this patch. I've been busy with the Cursed Captain since that patch, so when I go to my Forged, I will check what that's about. Is it only on specific maps or on any map where you get this bug? And which other skills? You set the spin to win. You said the... You said it's the whirlwind, the cyclone mode. Any other skills that that do the same thing? Does it happen with the punches skill? Haunted hand cannon. All right. So two nice finds in this map. Although the haunted cannon is probably shitty. Yeah. Still, two legendaries in this one map. I'm gonna clear it fully. I need to clear this map fully. You never know what else is hiding. It seems like a wacky map. So it's weird that it happens just with the cyclone. That's definitely not intended. It seems like a bug. It seems like a nice glitch to abuse getting gold. Imagine if it happens online, people can abuse it to get gold online. Because offline people wouldn't care much about something like this. Also even online most people wouldn't care if someone else is glitching online in a game where there's no competitive, but I can see how if the game was still getting updates, they would have wanted to patch this one out with a hotfix, so people would stop abusing it. But yeah, it must be something very strange. It's one of the weirdest bugs I've ever heard about. Being able to spin on top of a box and keep getting drops. Well, I won't be surprised if they shut down the Asia and Oceanic servers and only keep Europe and America, and maybe just one of the American servers, not both. I won't be surprised if they do that first and then eventually shut down all servers. I mean, servers cost money. They may not cost much money, but when the time keeps adding up, eventually it becomes more expensive and more expensive. And if the game is not making money to sustain keeping the servers up, it makes sense for them to shut down the servers eventually. See, if the game had a peer-to-peer like Grim Dawn, it would be nice. If they made a peer-to-peer multiplayer system for the offline characters, or a walkout area network where people can use Tungo or Hamachi and things like that, to simulate walkout area network, that would have also been nice, but it doesn't have such things. So kind of unfortunate, but eventually the servers will shut down. We just don't know when. Could be soon, it could be not so soon. And yeah, I can see how it could be very boring to abuse that thing with the spinning, because you're just standing there in one place. You might want to stack as much gold work as you can for something like that. Oh, I forgot to use black spot first. So yeah, after this map I am I'm going to switch to a different build, from a basic attack build to something else. First I'm gonna do Blazing Pure. I think it's time to test some Blazing Pure.
Your pet is back.
I just wanna check something, just a moment. Let me check this. No, not this. This. And then this. Now my greatsword basic attack is 1346 without buffs. Now I wanna do one more thing. And I wanna check how much bonus damage I can get. So this is 1346 without any buffs. So let's do this. Now it's 1941. 1941, pretty solid, eh? This is with basic attack damage on the greatsword, 74%, 68% in boots, and 62% in the gauntlets, in the gloves. Not bad, eh? I'm actually gonna keep this one. I'm gonna keep those there. Oh, and one last thing I needed to check. I needed to check the damage numbers to confirm if this is better than what I'm wearing in terms of damage. Let me first get rid of that bonus damage here. And let's do that. Without the boots for the extra damage first, and with the boots after that. Come on, energy end. Okay, so with this one I'm getting 29,000 crits. With 5.8 thousand. Damage. Now this one is 8.6 but doesn't have the bonus damage to basic attacks. Unfortunately it has crit damage, so let's pay attention to the non-crit damage. I think 36,000 is the non-crit damage, 29,000. 29,000. So 29,000 non-crit, and this one will be 31,000 non-crit. 31. So that's the... Oh, but see, this one is 5.8, the other one is 6.2. So the other one... Oh, and the other one has fire damage in the socket. So if I remove the fire damage from the socket, I wanna confirm if extra basic attack damage is better than flat damage. I think it is. I think flat damage cannot beat extra basic attack damage. So let's see. 27,000, yeah? That's 2,000 less, and that's on an item that already has a better base physical attack damage. So this one, if this one had 6.2 thousand physical damage at the top instead of 5.8, it would have been equal, but now it's already better even though it has 400 less damage. it's already better, even if we don't count the physical damage, 939. So let's say 74.2 basic attack damage on a great sword is better than 1300 physical damage worth of the flat damage. So it's good that I know this. I wanted to test this for myself for a while, and now I have, and I'm happy that I did. Okay, now we're switching the build up. We're stopping with the basic attacks and moving on to other territories. Should I go Punderbus? First I'm gonna go Maelstrom, just because I don't wanna go Punderbus right away. Don't wanna go easy mode right away. So what should I put here? Okay, now I need weapons, and I'm gonna need the Ancient Ember stuff, so let's see where I put it. I think it's in a different hero, my Ancient Ember, leg, and gloves. This one's not bad. Usable. Still need Ancient Ember gloves. I'm pretty sure I have them in one of the heroes. I'm just checking in case I have another copy somewhere here. Okay, let's figure out who has it. Can I post the link to the box bug here? Well, you won't be able to. I mean, even if you post it, it's gonna get deleted by my bot. So the best thing you can do is to either send it to me on Discord and I can send it myself, or post it in my Discord server and I can see it there as well. That also works. But yeah, I would have to disable the bot protection or whatever to get this to work. Okay, just a moment, I wanna see something. What's the gear on this one? Oh, I've got the North Mace, which I can use. Oh, I will take this. I'm taking this. Not a bad North. Oh, and that's a good one. So crit damage and chance to freeze with the socket. Better than the one I lost yesterday. So it turns out I had a good one. I think the ancient ember is on the bleeding on this one. I think it's here. Woods beast, no. Well then freeze maybe? No. Where the hell did I put it? Oh! I used it on this one? Okay, ancient ember, here it is. You put it in the Torchlight 3 Discord channel. On my server? Okay, let me grab it. I'm gonna post the link on the stream so others can see it. This is the thing he posted. Okay, let me put the ancient ember stuff because I want that build combo. So yeah, that's gonna be some great items to use. First, I'm gonna get this equipped, and oh fuck, I forgot the shield. Okay. Damage to Maelstrom or crit chance and defense. For now I'm gonna go defense, because I'd rather survive. And I'm pretty sure there's a better there's a better jacket that doesn't give me Ponderbuss damage, but this one doesn't give me defense, but it's bonus fire damage, which I don't have in my weapon. Oh, I do. Just a little. And again, annoying chance to knock back. Oh, this one is better. If I'm not gonna use Ponderbuss, it's the better thing to equip. It's refusing to give me regular defense. Look at this, it's stuck. It's giving me the same two things. Fire defense, potion work. Okay, finally. Oh, this is so bad. 3.6 thousand. I could get 4 or 5 there. Now I need... just a moment. I need to do something. I'm not sure what I'll be putting here. We'll figure it out eventually. For now, I'm just gonna put something generic. Come on. Just a little bit of essence is needed. What else can I open? It's not giving me much blue stuff, but I'm doing something because it's so fine. I'm gonna try and increase it artificially. Okay, it's 19. I've got 19. So let's scan for 19. Next scan. Okay, now I see 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Let's try and increase it again. It goes from 19 to 21. Okay, from those 4 only 1 changed, so let's put that. Okay, now we need legendary stuff to change. $39. Let's scan for 39. $35. 3,700 is very bad. I should be able to get at least 4,000, but okay, let's keep it 3,700. It's 57 after all, it's not 60. Alright, there we go. Now I'm sorted with the essences for the time being. So let me quickly put this guaf somewhere. Is the build ready? Point wise, I would love to have one extra point here, but there is no other place where I can take it from. So I think the only thing I'm missing is the shield. Where did we put that shield? I think it's here. And now we're good to go. Took a while. Okay. We need chance to burn. And that means I can remove 1 point from chance to burn. In fact, I don't need that chance to burn as much here. I can probably put energy generation instead of chance to burn. I'm gonna keep only 1 point. 1 point for the extra duration and extra damage. But I don't need that much chance. I'd rather have more relic energy generation. Or maybe more damage to relic skills. Yeah, more damage to relic skills seems like a good idea. Let's try this now. What's my defense? 42%. Not so bad. Still far from my minimum recommended, which is 60% physical damage reduction. This map I wanna clear fully. Ruben says, hi, what is the best relic for the captain? It's hard to say, but like on any other class, just like any other class on the cursed captain, you can go electrode or flaming destroyer and have some very good setups. I would suggest electrode or flaming destroyer. They're both very good for any class, not just the cursed captain. It's very easy to make good builds with those relics. That's maybe the best way to say it. Why those two and not the other ones? It's very straightforward. You can make very straightforward builds on those relics, whereas with the others you need to think a little more. And Blastu, the Rocket Boy, just followed. Thank you very much, Blastu, for the follow on Twitch. Welcome to the Struck Club to you. Okay, I'm not gonna clear the map right away. I wanna keep farming. I've already gotten one legendary in this map, so maybe it's a lucky map. So let's remain a little more. Okay. Let's go this way. I'm still a bit squishy, but it's not that terrible. Let's keep going.
Can't catch that here.
Okay, nice. So yeah, this I've been waiting to try a build with Blazing Pillar. I just wanted to not mess up with my melee build until I'm with my basic attack build until the video is done. That's why I didn't touch it, because I knew it would be my next video. But now that the video's been done, the basic attack greatsword video is done. Now I can mess around with other builds on this relic. I also want to test that sword I got, this one, on a sword basic attack build with the Blood Drinker. It's still not gonna be great damage, I know it. Skytex says, "Hey again, how you doing?" Oh, I'm doing great. I'm just chilling after uploading my build video for the swashing, what did I call it, swashing flames today. I'm now chilling, a little bit of a short stream to do some more testing, some more experimenting on the Cursed Captain. Oh, you like it better on Twitch? Yeah, I guess some people prefer Twitch, some YouTube. That's why I stream to both platforms, letting people decide which platform they wanna use. So you can see this feels pretty fun to play, at least to me. Not sure if it looks fun to play, but it definitely feels fun to play this specific setup now. I think I'm just gonna do one minor change. Oh, actually, no, I don't need to do a minor change. Chosby is back. Welcome back, Chosby. How are you? Nice seeing you again. How's it going? Oh, a second legendary this map. Nice. Those maps are pretty wacky. It's a token of invigoration. Not better than the one I've got, pretty much equal, but... I am doing well as well. Thanks for asking. Nice to see you're doing well too. I'm just chilling now. Chilling, testing stuff, having fun with Flaming Destroyer today. I will go a little bit and experiment with Blood Drinker 2. Some more. I want to test the Blood Drinker Spinning Blade setup later on. Have you done it with Bane? Oh yeah, I did a Venomous Maw Bane thingy. I did a Venomous Maw Bane. I mean, on Bane I've done a lot of testing. I've tested almost everything you can think of. I've tested Venomous Maw, I've tested Spectral Spider builds. I've tested builds where I'm using Spectral Spider and an Arachnid Assault and just spamming. It's equal to this build, but the version where I'm using the Spider, which is here, the equivalent of this 50 relic energy cost, and using the big spider, and then using 3 pieces of the ancient ember to reset the cooldown of this big spider and the medium spider. It didn't work out that great, but I might test it again soon. But it didn't work out as great. I tested the Venomous Maw, where I'm just doing Egg of Mayhem build, and I tested regular Miasma builds with minions, without minions. I mean, I like the Venomous Maw spamming, and I like the Miasma Plunder bus build. Those are nice, where you don't focus on the minions but focus on other things. And the minions are just like a little bit of extra damage out there. But yeah, if anyone wants me to test something for them or show them how they can build something, this is offline. I can do all sorts of things offline. I don't have to worry about Respectacles, gold or anything like that, and I can just do some testing offline as much as I want. I can be your guinea pig, so you don't have to do and test things yourself. I'm doubtful that they will ever fix the servers to a state where I can play on them. So for now, I'm migrating fully to the offline, bit by bit. You don't want to use minions. Well, yeah, the minions are the weak link of the class. Even on Bane minion centric builds, it just doesn't work as great. With minions you get mediocre builds, and that's it. That's the sad truth about minions. The only good minion is the train, flamethrower car, shotgun car. Those two things can give you good damage on minion builds. So on a Realm Master, it's weird how the Realm Master is the true minion master. To be honest. But yeah, if you're not gonna use minions, it's better to go Flaming Destroyer or Electrode. I mean, any other relic would be better. Unless you want defense, because Bane can give you a lot of defense. The most defensive build you can make is Forged Spin to Win Bane. Forged Spin to Win Bane with Miasma and Poison Nova and Vortex Bomb. That's 3 skills that give you 50% damage. Actually, one of them doubles your armor, the other one gives you 50% defense, and the other one gives you 50% defense. So 3 sources of extra increased defenses. Obviously there's diminishing returns, but you can get some crazy numbers on Forged with Bane in terms of defense. But the damage won't be that high. But now that they've reworked Forge, you can still get good enough damage without worrying. So Bane Forged is super solid setup. Very out of the box, but very tanky. Yeah, this map is almost fully cleared. I really wanted to fully clear it to see how many legendaries. And so far 2 legendary items on this one map. Oh, you like spin to win? Do you want me to go on my Forged and make you a spin to win setup? Just tell me the relic and I can... I've already got a freezing Forged. I can make you a freezing spin to win build right away. I don't have the items though. I don't have any class specific Forged items. So the items will not be there, but I can make you the skills. If you want those, if you want to see. And the Spinning Ice Bow 2.0 eventually will be made. Spinning Ice Bow 2.0 will be a thing, because I've got some things I want to test. I've got some experiments I want to make with that Spinning Ice Bow. But yeah, Spin to Win works amazingly well. Cyclone mode alongside Vortex Bomb, and I always use the strongest heat skill, which is I mean, not I always use, but I always recommend using the strongest heat skill, which is Pressure Shot. The other heat skills cannot do as much as Pressure Shot. They're still decent. Fracking Strike is still decent, the Uppercut is still decent. What was the other one? I forgot. The Furnace Blast, still a decent skill, but Pressure Shot is just amazing. Okay, one last group of enemies and then we're gonna go for the boss. Oh no, not one, 2 groups. I didn't expect those to spawn. Okay, so let's group those here. Off we go to the portal now. So this map gave me three legendary drops. This thing, and this thing. Oh, Winterweave gauntlets with great weapon, basic attacks and defense. Oh, that's nice. That's better than the old ones, than this one. That didn't have defense. Well, bit by bit we're upgrading. I just think the basic attack damage is less. 60 point. Oh no, it's more. It's 3% more. Nice, very good. And duration for Dread Banner. But the best thing about it is the extra defense it gives compared to this one. So good stuff. Good stuff.
You can't cast that spell here.
But yeah, after this map, I'm gonna switch to a Mayhem build. Egg of Mayhem. With Sword Smash. Gunny Suava. I like the Gunny Suava skin. Okay, we gotta get rid of some stuff we don't need. Difficult, but let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. Okay. So I can put the old Winter Weave gauntlets there. Oh, this one was staff basic attacks. Still. And my greatsword build was on page number 9. This is 62%. And this is 60, but it's Winter Weave. This is a cannon, it just looks like a chest. Pretty weird bug. Okay, next, as I said, it's time for a Mayhem build.
Your pet has arrived.
I'm intentionally not using Plunderbuss because Plunderbuss is easy mode. That's why I'm using Maelstrom. But Maelstrom can always be switched out for Plunderbuss or Fire or whatever else people might want. Okay, so we've got more points, 7 more points. Should I go Energizer 5 points and then 2 points Ignition? Or maybe more Doubloons from the Fire passive. Now we're losing the showman. Oh, not just the showman, we're actually losing the ancient ember Guelphs. Where did I put the winter weave? We're removing the ancient ember stuff. For now. And putting 2 pieces winter weave. And now the thing is, I gotta decide. Woods Beast boots equipped or Ancient Ember boots equipped. And since my Woods Beast are better and stronger, and I've got duration, actually I'm not gonna use duration for Quokka Flames because it's not a Quokka Flames build, but this one seems better. More defense. I'm not doing fire damage, just a little bit here. Still 50% damage prevented versus 49. Little bits of change. Okay, next we can remove this and put Ancient Ember here. And this one has to go away, and we need Egg of Mayhem. I'm gonna keep doing those wacky maps because so far it's been good. Last map gave me 3 legendaries, so that's pretty good rates. No, this needs to change. This needs to go here, and here we need something. I haven't decided what. Take a week is not bad, just so we can have Man, why is my screen shaking? I've disabled screen shakes. I guess it's not a camera shake, it's a screen shake. The whole ground is shaking. Not the camera, but the ground. So there's no avoiding that one. But yeah, this is the Hulk Smash build. Hulk angry, Hulk Smash with a giant sword. Pretty fun setup, and you can do this on any class. It doesn't have to be Cursed Captain. Any class can do a Mayhem build on any relic. And with Maelstrom you can cluster them up in a bunch and then just follow up with the sword. So it's a nice synergy there. The FPS started dropping when I switched to this build. And you can see I'm not even using black spot right now. which makes them take 40% more damage. So it works, it works. Yeah, just now, just today with this stream, I've already played 3 drastically different builds on that subclass. I mean, I'm still using Powder Keg on all 3 builds, and I used Maelstrom on all 3, but Maelstrom, as I mentioned, could be replaced for Wonderbus. Okay, 11 seconds. I'm gonna let this play out. In that time my cooldown will recharge. Thunder Ties. But it's not Thunder Ties, it's Toe Taker Tater. So it's weird when you see Thunder Ties, but then it's not Thunder Ties. Let's do some more. This one was a short map. I need something that lasts a little bit more.
Your pet has arrived.
So I think all 3 of those builds I showed you, the one I uploaded today, and the one with Blazing Pillar and Summoning Smash, and then this with Sword Smash, all 3 of them are good builds on that subclass, and in general they're decent builds. So that's why I say Flaming Destroyer, just like Electrode, it's hard to make a bad build on those relics. I mean, yeah, you obviously can try and make something super badly synergized, but in general it's easy to make an okay setup with those 2 relics, with Electrode and Flaming Destroyer. And I've played a lot of Electrode lately, but a bit more Flaming Destroyer is nice to show. That it's not just Greatsword basic attacks, there's other things you can do on it. This is another short map. Can I get at least one more group of monsters? Champions, I mean. Alright, let's go there. Ah shit, went too far. Oh, I forgot to use black spot. I think I pressed it, it just didn't go through. I'm pretty sure I pressed R for black spot. Oh, I want to see what this looks like. It looks like a cool weapon. Yeah, it's fucking cool. Gotta give it to the art team. Very talented art team. Both the 2D and 3D arts are amazing in this game. By the way, I've been messing around with my fort. Here is the preview for my Cursed Zapten. I use this as a backdrop, as a set. And today I made this as a little set for the teaser of the Greatsword build. It looks very nice when it's dark, because weirdly enough, when it's dark outside, it becomes darker in the dungeon. So the dungeon, they kind of made it that daylight affects the dungeon as well as the outside. So when it's night time, this looks very cool. All right, one more map, and then I'm gonna switch to the bleeding. I want to do a mayhem build with spinning blade. Okay. So far, pretty fun. I'm gonna clear the map fully. Let's go to the end. Oh, this is the end. There's another part of the map though. Boom. 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 Spamming those swords. Pretty fun. Someone some time ago asked me on private messages in Discord for a build for this skill. And I did give them a setup, probably different than what I'm using, but most likely it would be very similar. And he asked for that build for for their friend, not for themselves. Because they wanted to do but his friend wanted a Rail Master, not a Cursed Captain, so I gave him the Rail Master version of such a build. Whereas the other person wanted to play Butt Drinker with a pistol on a Cursed Captain, which kind of seems very weird of a combo, but I still gave him some sort of a setup that they can use, so hopefully it worked out for them. But the great thing about this game is that weapons are stat sticks unless you use the basic attack. If you're not planning on using the basic attack skill, then you can use whatever weapon, it's just a stat stick. Right now, whether it's gonna be a mace or a sword, for me it's not gonna make a difference. As long as I have my shield alongside. So whether it's this or this, whichever is better rolled, I'm gonna use that one. Alright, boss time. Expansive Acid. Very trippy name.
You can't do that.
Okay. Cronky boy down. Let's see the chest. It's been dry. Ever since I got those 3 legendaries in a single map, it hasn't dropped a single thing. Alright, next we're moving on to Flaming Destroyer, as I mentioned. It's to Blood Drinker, as I mentioned, it's time. So just a moment, I'm gonna do something. This one was the bugged item. Oh no, it wasn't the bugged item, it was a different... So what we need to change here is... For now we're not gonna change anything with the gear, just the skills. Oh wait, what? Why does it say flaming? This is a bug, it should say Blood Drinker. I mean, it is a Blood Drinker hero.
You can't cast that here.
This is a bug. See. Why does it say Flaming Destroyer? And for this one it says, it doesn't say anything for this one. Wait, what? How? How did my offline become bugged like my own wine? Okay, I'm gonna have to reinstall the game for real or something, cause this is getting out of hand. If the book is transferring to the offline. But yeah, this shouldn't be Flaming Destroy, it should be fucking Butt Drinker. Just look at it, it has Butt Drinker skills. Look now. Okay, I'll make a new one. I'll quickly make a new one. Just a moment.
Your pet is back.
Oh, now it says Butt Drinker, yeah. I just wasted my time. Now it says Butt Drinker. I just wasted my time. I was just about to delete it and create a new one and boost it. Okay, now let's change the skills. As I mentioned, we wanna change some things. But this is glitching it. This is thinking it's Flaming Destroyer, so that guy seems... this NPC... Well, I will create a new one after all, just in case. Just in case, I will create a new one. Maybe the Flaming Destroyer one is the one that's glitched and I need to delete that one. So I'm gonna delete both of them. But this one still says Butt Drinker, so I'm gonna keep that. But now I need to boost it, and that takes a while. Well, not a while, few minutes, but... I didn't expect the online glitches to start transferring to the offline. I thought I was safe here.
What are you doing, rookie? Don't just stand there. The fort is under attack. The Goblin Chieftain Widemouse and his
Alright, let's get this going.
raid the outpost. He's gonna break the gate any moment now. Get up there and lend a hand. I'll catch up.
We have gained a level.
Okay, this one's boosted. Now we just need to kill stuff quickly.
That spell cannot be cast.
Come on, Yapper.
That spell can't be cast. You can't cast that here.
Thanks for your help, recruit. Defeated Yapper without you. After years, why attack now?
So let's see if this fixed it.
The wounded need help. The dead need.
I think the fire one got glitched. Oh no, not Travel Point. Well, please tell me it worked. No, it... How? How and why did it glitch out in such a way? Now it says Flaming Destroyer on this hero. Let's check the other one. Now it's Blood Drinker. Okay, it is Blood Drinker. Maybe it's one of the items that's booked. I won't be surprised if it's a damn item that's getting this bug. I'm gonna check now. Yeah, Flaming Destroyer for this one. So now it says Blood Drinker. Man, this is so fucking bugged. See, now it's Blood Drinker, and let's rework the build first. Any good minion builds? Well, apart from trains on the Realm Master, you can have a lot of builds with minions, but the thing is they're not gonna be as strong as a train build. Train on Bane with flamethrower car and shotgun car as your choice of damage, and using Miasma and Puppet Master. That's gonna be the best you can get in terms of minion damage, in terms of minion builds. This I need to change to number 4, and now we've got more points. How many? 21? Wow, that's a lot of points. Something doesn't add up. Oh yeah, Dread Banner. Nine points. I might as well get more broadside, to be honest. Okay, now this. So I'm not gonna get max tier broadside, might as well get max energizer. Or I could remove some energizer, but let's keep it at that, I guess. And this is just filling a broadside for extra damage. It's a fewer skill. It's gonna be a fewer skill, so it doesn't really matter much. Here we would want this. Here we would want... Shit, I can't remember what... Oh, I had take a swig there before. Okay. Now let's grab the items. One by one. Maybe the swap-o is the one that breaks it. Did it get broken now? It didn't. Okay. It didn't get broken. You mean with the captain? With the captain you can make builds with minions. They're just not gonna be that great. The minions are the weak point, the weak link of the cursed captain as a class. So don't expect much. It's not like they don't exist. You can make minion builds and they would be good enough to finish any type of content in the game. It's just gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5 times slower than some of the stronger builds. That don't rely on minions for damage. You can have a very good damage build with minions as extra flavor, running around being useless. But no, they're not really useless, they still do some things. But they're not gonna be your main source of damage, let's call it like that. Even on Bane, when you focus on the minions, it's just not that great. Lexo says, how many times do you get on offline or online? Online it takes around 10-15 hours depending how quick you are. Offline it can take you a few seconds to get to level 60. So it just depends. Because if you're using offline and you're cheating, you can get it in a few seconds. But online, between 10 and 15 hours to reach. Actually, between let's say 12 and 15 hours to reach level 60. Because if it's ridiculous, it's a little bit slower. Well, yeah, there are many ways you can level up. Many ways. For example, offline, in any game that has offline saves, you can use the most common tool is cheat engine, which allows you. But you have to know how to scan the memory. First, you have to scan the memory. For example, look at my resources. If I wanna change my essence, I actually did it earlier. You have to scan the essence, the memory for the number, then you use some of this or get more of this, then you scan again for the next number, and then you scan again for the next number until there's only one result left, and then you know it's the one you want to change. But offline, offline is offline. I mean, it's a sandbox. It's where you can experiment and test things without affecting anyone else's experience. So as long as you know the number and you keep scanning and then you change it, it's gonna work. But it takes a while to learn how to use it. And it only works offline, obviously. Okay, I need more maps, so I'm just gonna do something. Okay, let me collect one more map. And then I'll change it to 10. I need to change the map number. Actually, let's change it to 3. Okay, now I've got 2 maps. And in a moment I will change it from 2 to 3. And then after that from 3 to 10. So now there's 3 maps, and I've got it down and I know which one I need to change. And there we go, 19. Now we have maps. So that's how you can use that tool. But you just need to learn it. It's not that difficult. It's just a few simple steps. Wait, do I have the egg of... Yeah, I do have egg of mayhem. Is it just me or am I not seeing it triggering? So this is similar to the previous build. Okay, let's see. And I don't think sharing saves would work, by the way. I mean, I wouldn't mind sharing my saves, but it doesn't seem like it would work. Because I've tried copy-pasting my saves and just renaming them to get new heroes of the same... Like copying this hero and then renaming it from 9 to 10, for example. It doesn't seem to work. So I'm not sure if I were to save... to extract... to archive my saves in a zip or a rar and then share it. If other people would take those saves and put it in their folder, I'm not sure if it would work. If they rename it to the appropriate numbers. At least duping a hero definitely doesn't work. I've tested if it works offline to dupe a hero. But you can take one hero's quests and apply them to the other. Meaning, if you've completed all the quests on one hero, you can make a new character, boost it to 60, and then just take the quest of the other one and apply it to the new one. That thing works as long as you're logged out, meaning exit to title. You have to be on the title screen or outside of the game for it to work. It doesn't work if you're in character screen for some reason. So this is the Mayhem spinning blade setup. Captain Spinsky. Captain Spinsky. What of spinning blades. Yeah, come on. I'm gonna save my Imbue Relic for the boss fight.
That spell cannot be cast. You can't cast that here.
What's the time? 11:40. Okay, we don't have that much time, but I can do a few more maps. Okay, Spinning Blade and Frostbuster, the two most underwhelming Mayhem skills. It's much better if you want an Egg of Mayhem build, it's better to go either Electrode or Flaming Destroyer or Bane, because they seem to do more damage, the skills of those. But with the Bane it's kind of broken because the spider now just does sometimes just a single projectile, and thankfully I realized I'm not the only one that has this bug. So it's not on my end. Someone else reported that when they're using Venomous Maw, it sometimes, most of the times, only summons in a single line the two spiders instead of next to each other. So it does like that. If that's spider 1 and that's spider 2, normally it has to do it like this, and they should go like that. But now it does it like that, on top of each other, and you have two spiders that look like a single one. It's broken, that Venomous Maw tier 1 bonus. Okay, let's do one more map with this, the way it's set up, without changing anything. Oh, and the other bad thing about this, it's only 25% relic energy cost reduction. The other skills have 50% relic energy cost reduction. So this one even costs more energy than the others when maxed out. Another reason why I don't like suggesting this as a Mayhem choice. But they've boosted it to make up for the increased cost though. They made it so that it spins for longer and stuff like that compared to before, because back in the day they were all equal in terms of reduced cost, but then they boosted this one's damage and duration. To make up for this cost. But this makes the Egg of Mayhem's effect less effective because it means you can cast less times, meaning less procs of the Egg of Mayhem. For a single energy bar. So you would want to stack energy cost reduction on a build like this as much as you can. Priority probably would be energy cost reduction rather than energy regeneration affixes. Okay. the not so secret room. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. You see, this is kind of equal to the build I was playing with the sword smash, where we were chopping wood in front of us. It's the same template to make a build like that. Same items, same legendarium stuff, just different relic and slightly different skills, but overall kind of the same experience. And this thing you can do on any class, on any subclass. Should we finish the map here? I'm gonna have to walk a lot if I have to go back, so rather finish the map here. And this is much weaker than the one on the Flaming Destroyer. Now let's change.
Your pet has returned.
Should I go to basic attacks again? And if you wanted this build that I just did to be stronger, just remove the Maelstrom and replace it with Plunderbuss, and then you would have plenty of stuff to do while you don't have energy. But now I'm gonna do a different approach, a different setup. I'm gonna do that setup I was doing the other day, the drain one, the drain with basic attacks. So this would be equal to the setup I was showing you with Blazing Pillar. Shohei is back. Welcome back, Shohei. So if you remember earlier today, I was playing with Blazing Pillar. That would be the equivalent setup, just on this relic. Just let me quickly figure out where to remove some points. I need 5 more points. So. And so what we're doing here is drain, and this, and here we have this, and here we have basic attacks. Actually, on the other setup I didn't use basic attacks, but on this setup, so it's not gonna be equivalent, it's gonna be slightly different, but it's still gonna be retaining the same kind of template, roughly. So what we need to do is we need to grab the ancient ember items, replacing the winter weave with the ancient ember, gloves and pants, and I'm gonna replace the weapon with the sword, which would fuck up my damage, but we're getting extra points for Blood Seekers, which means later I can try, but this gives us extra points to work with. Wraith Walk, he has 3 extra levels. So we can keep it at 1 plus 5, and that gives us extra points to maybe put into the banner. But it still doesn't give us a tier 3 banner, so it's just for extra cooldown, I guess. I could have put those points into Energizer as well. Let's try it. Are combat stuff every time melee? I guess in early game 1 year ago, I don't know, it was also some with range. Staffs are always melee and they have never been range. There is a weird staff that you can use that converts your basic attack, called the Sneku Stick. I'm not sure if it's here. There's the Sneku Stick that can convert your basic attack to not convert it, but to just add projectiles. I'm gonna show you. So this one. So the basic attack on a staff will still be melee, but you can see there's that ranged attack. But you don't want it. It's one of the worst items in the game. And the staff range has always been melee. There has never been a ranged staff in the game. It's a melee weapon. It's a stick. If you want spells, you have skills. I mean, you have all sorts of skills. So if you want to use a staff, just don't use basic attack and use your skills. No one is telling you use a basic attack with our staff. You can remove the basic attack completely. No one is forcing you into using a basic attack. But if you want to have a staff equipped and to think that you're a wizard, a mage, no one is stopping you from that. You can still have a staff and just not use the basic attack and use a bunch of other skills. And there's plenty of ranged skills to use. So it's not like staff always needs to be played melee. In fact, most of the builds in this game don't use basic attacks. Most of the good builds don't require you to use, rather they want you to not use basic attacks. So this is this setup, the Spinception setup from a few days ago, or maybe 2 days ago. But yeah, you can definitely play a staff build without forcing yourself into melee combat. It's an optional thing, the melee combat. See, my damage is very bad. That's the biggest problem right now. With a setup like this where the weapon barely does any attack, 4800 is terrible. Even with it boosting my basic attack damage on the sword, I get almost 400%. Even with that, it's just not enough. Oh, and I messed up. I forgot something important. I forgot this. Now the setup is complete. Now we have the extra set bonus. So yeah, the basic attacks bonuses are just from legendary skills that are applied to the items. And you don't have to wear that item, you can put it in the legendarium. You have 3 slots where you can put up to 3 legendary items to get the effects of those items without actually needing to wear them. This is where the beauty comes in terms of making builds, using the legendarium to add the final touches of a build, that extra flavor. And you see how cool this build looks. You've got blades spinning around you, you've got a storm, a maelstrom spinning around you. You're draining nearby enemies. You've got big blades spinning around you as well from the ultimate. Visually super cool looking setup. Damage wise you need a good weapon to make it work nicely. And the biggest problem is those big blades don't hit melee range enemies. If an enemy is here, right next to me, the big blades won't hit it. That's the biggest problem of Dance of Death. You have to kind of maybe have chance to knock back would work well with a build like this. Having chance to knock back so you can keep the enemies in the blades rather than next to you. Oh, and I'm forgetting something very important. I should have done treachery stacks maybe on this setup. I'm gonna try it with treachery stacks and the cross skill, which means I'm probably gonna get rid of the banner. I think that's what I did yesterday. I got rid of the banner so I can have the fast attacks. So here instead of Coral Cudgel you can use things like when using crosscut, using the shark blade, things like the showman, always a good choice. But then the storm won't be moving with you. This storm won't move with you. And 5,000 per hit is a joke. I mean, I can try and get it a little stronger if I get boots and gloves with damage to sword basic attacks, but it's still not gonna go that much higher. But when min-max, the build won't be that terrible, but min-maxing is almost impossible in this game when you don't have a system to reroll the affixes on an item. You might get 1,000 versions of the same item and still not get the perfect stats on that item. It's pretty much impossible in this game to get a perfectly rolled item unless you have super good luck. And even if you get one perfectly rolled item, there's 12 more. Or how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 10 more you would have to get, even if you get one perfectly rolled item. When did I put Plunderbuss guide in my own? A few days ago. I put the Plunderbuss guide for my electrode build. The pirate Zapton. it can be used with Plunderbuss. The build I uploaded today can also be used with Plunderbuss, but I don't suggest it. But it can work like on the melee basic attack build. If you want, you can use Plunderbuss. But the whole point there is to have Maelstrom to increase your basic attack damage and to group up the enemies together, so you can swash them with the Great Sword. But the Pirate Zapton from a few days ago is perfect for a Plunderbuss setup. And yeah, it is already on my YouTube channel and on my website. I've already got 2 builds up there. 2 builds completely different in terms of spam skills. One is spamming basic attacks and Maelstrom, the other one is spamming Plunderbuss. So that's how it is with those 2. One is using fire, the other one lightning. There's obviously the similarities of using powder keg in both builds, and in both builds using auras. It's already midnight here, by the way. So probably one more map and then I have to go and have dinner. I've only had breakfast when I woke up in the afternoon. So it's dinner. It's it's lunchtime for me, although it's dinner. Astronomically speaking, it's dinner time, although it's actually past dinner time, but considering when I wake up, it's actually lunchtime. Because I woke up, I woke up at 2 in the afternoon, I think, 2.5 past 2 in the afternoon, and it's now midnight, so... Okay, it's not lunchtime. It's still kind of early dinner time if you consider that. But okay, that's gonna be one more map after this. If you want me to play a different class and build, let me know, giving you the chance to decide what I play next after this map. Class, subclass, and skills. That's all I need to know. The rest I can do. This is a broken map. Maybe. Let's see, is this a melee? This is a ranged spider. Where are the melee spiders? We must have missed some. Not sure where, but somewhere I must have missed some melee spiders. Probably somewhere there. Doesn't seem like I missed them here. Maybe another booked map? Either that or somewhere out there on that side of the map I've missed some spiders. I don't like it where a map doesn't spawn a lot more than the minimum needed for the quest. If I need to kill 20 spiders, spawn 30 spiders. It's simple, it's logical to not spawn the bare minimum needed. But most likely didn't even spawn them. Okay, this is a ranged spider, that's not one of the spiders I need to kill. Yeah, it just didn't spawn them, a bugged map. They still haven't fixed that. There are still maps that cannot be completed due to the way they've designed their quests. Okay, I wanted to rework the skills a little. Let's remove the banner. And let's... Now let's do this. Shark Blade. What I think is the current strongest class is built the same one as before, Bane Train. Something like my Miasmic Train, just with some changes where you're not using Lantern Flash, but rather getting clever. So the 4 points from my Miasmic Train built in Lantern Flash, you put 2 points into Flamethrower car and 2 points into Shotgun car, and then you have level 10 plus 2 in Flamethrower and Shotgun. That's the only change you need to do to that build. So that's the strongest build. Bane Railmaster with the train. It's still the strongest. It seems to still be the meta. It's also the most boring build, to be honest. It's the build I've played the least because it's the most boring. I made the build just because people kept asking me what's strong, what's the best, what's the fastest, and so on, what's the easiest, and I just wanted to have one such build, one meta build. Every other build is not meta because meta can be only one thing. If you want it to be true to the term most efficient, there's gotta be just one. The rest are close to meta but not meta or shit. But in this game, the good about this game is you can use a shit build and still beat the game, still beat the hardest content, and I like that about it. You don't need to limit yourself to a meta build to be able to have fun in this game. This is fun. When we remove the cudgel and put shark blade and remove the banner and put double cross, it became a bit more fun to play this. Now with that max basic attack speed. Definitely much lower on the DPS compared to the other builds I've played. But I expected it to be that way. This one is just one of the underdogs out there as a setup. Damage wise speaking, obviously. Survivability wise it's better than some of the other things we played because of the healing from Drain. And there's one thing about Drain. If you use Drain 2-3 times quickly, rapidly, it doesn't actually do all the damage of every single cast. You have to wait for Drain's cast to do all the damage before recasting it. Otherwise, it would only do the first damage on the next casts. You can just do 3 times Drain quickly by using Imbue Relic and get all the damage. So see how Drain works. It does 1 wave, 2 waves, but if I do 1 Drain, 2 Drain, see one of the waves was there. And it might look, some people might say, but it's doing 2 waves at the same time, that's why you don't see it. I've tested it and it didn't work that way. I mean, I can go and test it on my dummy again to show you what I mean, that we're not seeing cold drains. Yeah, I just used 4 times drain, one after the other. Some of those are just lost. We're not gonna see those waves actually triggering.
That spell can't be cast.
I've missed something. I think I missed the bait meat. Damn, look at how far this is. Come on, come on. It's one of those maps where you have to get to the end to finish it, because the secret fishing hole is there. It's over here. Man, the FPS is getting dropped so much right now. I'm not gonna use my good skills, I'm gonna save them for the boss fight. Commodore's POW drones. Oh, please be a good one. Actually, I can't get a better pair of Commodore POW drones. It's impossible to get something better. To get something with crit damage, damage to powder keg. I mean, okay, I wouldn't mind the same one, but instead of damage to powder keg, blunderbuss damage, just so I can have some options. But yeah, the one I've got right now is pretty much top row shoulder. Slow and steady killing stuff. It's just more of a tankier rather than damagey setup. And with this sword, it would be better if I go butt seekers. So if I were to go blunderbuss and then instead of this one goes level, I'm gonna show you the skills. I'm not gonna do a map with it, but I'm just gonna rework the skills and the gear. So gear wise, we would want this. We would want this and this. And then here we would want to change this And we would want to change this to that one. And then just a moment. I need spectacles.
Potions for your little friend? Is that all? You can't cast that spell here.
Okay, now let's quickly rework it. And Mikey says, I started Torchlight 3 the other day, only got to level 21 before I heard you say you should play offline. So I'm doing that, and was just wondering what are some fun builds to try out. Well, I've got a lot of builds on my website. That should give you a lot of options. I would say builds with Electrode and Flaming Destroyer are always fun. Those are always fun if you want damage. And I would say go for Electrode or Flaming Destroyer on your first few builds until you see some of the synergies, and then you can start experimenting. I would stay away from Bane unless you're doing Bane with the Miasmic Train build on the Realmaster, or unless you want to do something like my Venomous Dusk Mage. It's a fun build, but it requires some items, it requires the Egg of Mayhem. So it's very gear dependent, but there are a lot of fun builds to try, and my builds are just like bases, a skeleton, if you want to call it, that you can use to make your own setup. They're very flexible. I always add variations of how you can spend the skill points differently in the builds I make. Okay, final map of the day. Is it Chance to Bleed? Oh, I was not using Chance to Bleed, I forgot. See, earlier we were playing without Chance to Bleed. I was still bleeding them with various other things. But there's definitely a lot of things that could be tried. I guess I'm gonna put 3 points here. And okay, one last map just to show you this in action. This is one of the strongest things you can make on a blood drinker. If you want to do blood drinker subclass on the cursed captain, that's probably one of the most DPS-y blood drinker setups you can make. But Plunderbuss is the carry here. Plunderbuss and Bloodseekers. You can see how much quicker it clears than the previous builds I tested on this relic. I haven't even used my keg up until now much, just a few times. Now I just spammed it after I said that. Basic attack builds are the worst on Bane. Staff basic attack build is probably one of the worst basic attack builds you can do. Because the skill itself only gives you a few minions, and those few minions are very weak. So from all the basic attack builds, you can try the build from today. If you want a basic attack auto attack build, the build I uploaded today on Curse Captain is great, and you can do something similar on Realm Master. With basic attacks and trains, for example. I would stay away from the Slammer tree on the Realm Master because it's the most underpowered tree. They kind of nerfed it very badly. So Slammer build's not that great unless you get carried by your subclass. But basic attack builds in general are very weak unless going Greatsword. Cannon is not so bad, bow is not so bad. I wouldn't do sword. Mace is good. Mace basic attack builds are good, and I have a what was it called? I have a electrode sharpshooter build. I just forgot the name. I forgot the name. Just let me remember it. Let me quickly check on my website. So, Melee Adventurer, this build. This build is melee with mace, and it's become stronger. It's become stronger since I made it. Because they boosted they fixed the basic attack bonus damage affixes. And it's definitely a fun one. Where the only point in precision is 1 point into revolt. so it's a very interesting setup, very out of the box kind of setup, and you might enjoy it if you want basic attacks. And it's weird because it's on a sharpshooter, which people would associate with ranged attacks and stuff. I mean, it has shoot in the class name. But yeah, basic attack with staffs is probably one of the worst things that can be done. But it doesn't mean it can't be done. It doesn't mean it shouldn't be done. It doesn't mean it won't be fun to try. Just don't expect too much from staff basic attack setups. You would need to get something to carry you. It's not gonna be your basic attacks that carry you. It's gonna be something else that gives you the damage. It's not gonna be the staff, it's not gonna be the minions that you summon from the staffs. But yeah, Plunderbuss is pretty much Plunderbusted as a skill. And you can see how it made a relic as weak as the as the blood drinker actually do so much damage. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. More tomorrow. Not sure exactly what. Probably will not. Probably will not make a video tomorrow. We'll see. If I do, it could be the ice one, the one on the ice relic. But yeah, Shohei, nice that you got Metro Exodus. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, everyone, keep it cool. Thanks for stopping by. Oh wait, one more question. Yeah, I was one. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I've read everything. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Keep it cool. Until next time, from me, and goodbye.